to toe. Hot topic dropping knowledge straight from Chicago. And it's our point of view, so tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing, ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen, because we spittin' and sippin'. The Stezo Radio Show, 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 the Stezo Radio Show.
Alright, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Stezo Radio. This is a rebuttal show, but not a bad rebuttal show. Let's get to these intros, y'all. Go.
Nola Fox. Sam, Nicky.
Thanks, Curt.
Everything's okay over there, sir?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're going to put it in your hair and call it texturizer.
Oh, this is, alright. Don't worry about what they talking about, y'all. Y'all don't want to know. They just on some stupid. They just acting crazy right now. Alright, well, for those who follow the show, we did an episode called Men Too Emotional.
No lie.
And on that episode, we was talking about how it seemed like, I was asking, are men just getting too much in their feelings? They out here killing women. And we brought up the doctor in Chicago who was killed by her boyfriend.
Fiance.
Yeah, fiance.
Former fiance.
Mrs. Dr. Tamara O'Neal.
Is it Dr. Mrs. or is it just Doctor?
Does
it matter if she's a female?
I just say Mrs. Doctor.
It's no Mrs. though, because she's not married. It was just Doctor.
I can't say Miss or Miss?
Ms., yeah.
Ms. I don't like doing this.
She learned something in 3rd grade.
Well, Dr. Tamara O'Neal.
You did too.
Now, if you haven't heard that show, we were just talking about how she, her life just really didn't seem to count. They talked about for those that don't know, she was engaged to a guy. He wanted his ring back, supposedly. He came to the hospital with a gun for the ring. Ended up killing her, killing a on-duty police officer. I think he was doing security at the hospital.
And shooting. No, he was the first cop on the scene.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, first cop on the scene. Killed her and killed another woman.
Coming off the elevator.
Yeah, coming out
and
the
wounded
elevator.
a bunch of people.
Yeah, and then did he kill himself?
Yeah, they speculate he killed himself.
Yeah, then killed himself. And now in the Chicagoland area, we started noticing that the lady
got dismissed. She just got pushed to the back.
Yeah, they just was talking about the
cop.
Mm-hmm. So we tried our best to be as PC as possible on that episode. Feel free to go find the episode, because I think we did a good job on that, seeing it was all guy cast. But the one thing I kept getting told was you should have had women on that show. A woman's voice should have been, on that show. So, yeah, we have 2 women here today, Sam, Nicky, Nola Fox, podcast very own. So, we're going to not so much revisit that topic per se about the doctor and the pussy-ass crazy fiance.
But we're just going to touch on the topic of men being emotional.
Yeah. How do they think that show or that topic, how do they feel about that? Do y'all think it's emotional? Because somebody hit me up saying it's not emotional that men are becoming too sensitive. Yeah, I kept getting that a lot from a lot of women that was listening.
I think that the roles are kind of reversing, and we're not paying attention, but they are reversing.
Ain't that what women been asking us to be all this time? Is more sensitive?
Be sensitive to your woman's needs. I think you all are taking it to another level, though, when you grab the gun and go shoot her because you want your ring back. Like, that's a whole nother level. Like, what I'm saying? To sit here and ask, could you be sensitive to the fact that my mom is dead? No, I don't want to cook you dinner tonight. That's one thing. To be so sensitive, again, that you want to kill me, that's a whole nother.
Damn, your mama got to be dead? Why? I don't feel like cooking dinner tonight. Can you be sensitive to simple things? Like, it's got to be so fucking complicated. I'm sensitive right now. I'm winning that.
You are. You are very sensitive.
I ain't bring my pistol to this table, though.
So you see the sensitivity in men, you say now, or you think you seen it when?
I don't think this this is anything new. I
Yeah,
think
I
domestic
think so.
violence has always been an issue.
Well, see, I think it's different. I'm not trying to dismiss domestic violence because, like you said, it's always been happening. But I just really feel this emotional shit with men lately. I mean, okay.
I kind of get what you're saying. So I think correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're saying, this could sound kind of weird, but men have technically been beating on women, but this here, what they're doing now, is something
it's
taking
more
it
feminine.
to a whole nother level of, like with I read an article a couple of last week or something, or no, I seen it on the news. Whereas, and this didn't get too much airtime. I happened to stumble across it, where it was a young couple, where she was talking to him, and he shot her in the car.
Damn.
He like kept shooting. She tried to drive away, and then basically he went by the tree and shot himself.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are you that mad at her? And then you realize what you were doing, and then you killed yourself. Why don't you just start with killing yourself?
Good question.
Because I mean,
just start with that.
And I don't want to sound like we're trying to downplay domestic violence. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying it's okay to beat your girl or beat your guy. But what I'm saying is, it used to be the woman. Let's just take a simple thing as the altar. A woman gets stood up at the altar. She was emotional. She got pissed, and she went and damaged the guy's car. You know what I'm saying? Okay, again, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but now it's just seeming like the roles reversed. Like
yeah, you do see
it's men doing this stuff,
like damaging cars and
I don't necessarily think the reversed is the point. I think it's more of it's a competition on who could be more sensitive now. Because women ain't never stopped doing that shit.
No, they haven't.
So men have started to do it because it seems as though like that's the message that they're trying to send is that I'm hurt too.
Yeah, but when did we start as
doing
men
that?
displaying our hurt that way?
Yeah, that's what
That's what I'm
just trying to clear up that it's not like women stopped and men started.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. When you say reverse, that's kind of what that means. What I'm saying is they are equally as sensitive as women have been in the past.
True.
You know what I mean? But like with dude, like I said, we don't really know the topic. But I know that in my life, domestic violence used to be private. You see what I'm saying? And now it's like a motherfucker is comfortable with whooping a woman's ass in public.
Yeah, they are. Very
You know what I'm
much
saying?
so.
Like it used to be, man, you done fucked up out here in public. You done fucked up in the grocery store. Wait till we get home. And he beat her ass at the crib.
But
Now he whooping her ass in the parking lot.
Now,
You know what I'm saying?
I do notice that with the younger generation, they don't mind fighting women in front of anybody.
But on the same instance, women do not mind physically getting into an altercation with a man either. Like I'm talking about kicking it off with a nigga. Like
that has changed.
it was. We was always taught to keep your hands to yourself. My generation. Now we went about it. You know, I remember it was a cat at school. Like the girl was. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about smacking his ass around, kicking him and tripping him, and he would not fight her back. And niggas was like, man, you a bitch. You let her do that, blah, blah. And I looked at him like, dude, that's what we was taught. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, all it takes is a motherfucker to stand too close to one of these young niggas and get in his face as though he gonna fight, and he throwing hands like that. Where's your restraint, bro? You don't feel like you're stronger than this woman? You don't feel like you're more powerful than this woman to the point where you have to have some restraint?
I think they feel more like women now.
I think that's what... That it comes down to motherfuckers don't feel like they respect it.
Yeah, because I was in the gas station and I just ran up there, but I walk in, dude, jogging pants tighter than mine.
Yeah, now that's I did see a whole.
I think that's a whole different topic, though.
Yeah,
fashion-wise.
The fashion is, but I'm just saying, like, what I'm talking about so far is men now not
pink gym shoes and pink jogging
not
pants,
being
pink whole jogging
manly
suits.
anymore. Like before, you know what I'm saying? It's like it kind of all plays into that whole just the role reversal. Like now I want to be sensitive. Now, like you said, now you got to know I hurt, so I'm gonna come and I'm gonna shoot you. I'm
I
gonna
want the
stab
same attention that you want.
you.
That's where it changed at.
And on that,
Like
on
we
that
used to
level,
be able, as men, we used to be able to stay in the background, let the women get their attention, and move around and
think
still be
You
comfortable.
don't think Instagram and social media wanting to be famous and likes has changed this generation into that?
No.
Everybody wants to be seen. Are you sure?
No, I think that is a
Because everybody
a
wants
avenue.
to be popular.
I think it's an avenue, but what I really think is going on in this generation is that men, the boys in this generation are saying that, bitch, you not no better than me. I can do what you do, and you can do what I do.
What you mean, piecing down? I mean,
I'm,
what?
I'm talking about, like, I don't have to do nothing masculine. I don't have to do nothing to get my hands dirty because you not.
well, I'm gonna be petty as fuck
Like
right now.
a bunch of pretty motherfuckers. Like, honestly,
Nah,
I feel like
I get what AC saying. I'm gonna be petty as hell right now. I think it's the women's fault. I try not to blame y'all all the time, but I think it's y'all fault.
I was
It's-
thinking that it was I think I should say that it is a variation of the way we are raising our boys, and then
Yeah.
what they're learning. Yeah, with the whole women can do anything. I think that's confused, especially for like young men when they're coming up, when they're young teenage boys. I think that is kind of confusing. That's why they don't see no problem with dressing a certain way or saying certain things or reacting, like you said, fighting the girls and all that, because
Yeah.
Where are these daddies?
they're kind of backtracking and
That's why I
flipping.
said that's why I said it's the women's fault.
They're kind of
but
flipping.
how can you fault? You can't really fault the women for being there for the kids and the father not being there. You could blame the father too. It's us as parents completely.
No, I put it to you like this. You have a lot of women now who don't want their boys doing nothing around the house.
That is true.
Yeah.
Now,
Because this whole thing with
What?
children not.
Yeah.
So it's a thing where I hear like people like children don't know how to do chores, but your child knows how to work a fucking smartphone. He
Yeah.
can wash his clothes.
I mean, I'm
You
just
know,
being real.
And,
I'm
and
just
boys are not doing. They're not doing anything.
yeah. And,
I've
and
heard
I'm
women
not,
say, like, if she hit you, hit her back.
yeah.
And like you said, when you were younger, you just
was the
didn't.
opposite.
Yeah,
You
don't.
weren't supposed to hit nobody.
Well,
Men, females, whatever.
I'm not
You
a
supposed to keep
fan
your hands
of
to yourself.
nobody putting their hands on
Yeah,
a
true.
girl putting your hands. You teach your fucking daughters to not put your hands on these boys.
Exactly.
So
But yeah, I mean,
You
and
know.
I don't want to come off as blaming the mothers, like just blaming women. But I mean, seriously, everything has a fucking trial to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it
like,
does.
like, just like a train track. If you allow your son to come up with the whole, she hit you, hit her back. You ain't gotta do nothing around this house. You know what I'm saying? 11-year-olds should not be having their mother make their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all these little things. Now you expect this kid who had nothing ever responsible to do,
To just no responsibility.
right, to go out there and know I'm supposed to do this. Like mothers are not telling their boys, hold my door. You know what I'm saying? Going this, I mean, all that little shit that got drilled in my head.
I
I-
see
it's
little
not happening.
boys. You're right. You're all right. You right because I was at the gas station and I watched a mother pump her own gas and it was two boys in the back.
Yeah.
Everything happened at the gas station, don't it?
Don't it? It's a house down the street from me, and this lady has a 180-pound bull mastiff.
Mhm.
It's her husband, and two teenage boys.
And you catch her walking the dog.
She walks the dog, and she cleans the dog shit up when
Yeah.
she comes from work.
Wow.
I asked her one day, like, where the boys at? Well, they don't walk him. They won't walk him. I'm
Yeah.
like, excuse me.
Because they have an
what?
option. Their mama gave them options. And again, I get it. I know it take two, but I'm sorry. As a mother, you got power. If mama say, get up and cut the grass, get up, walk the dog, get up, clean the dog, get up, you're going to get up.
Back in the day, being raised in a two-parent household, if I didn't do what my mama told me to do, then my stepfather would step in. Like, you didn't hear your mama? Oh, all right, let me
Yeah.
get to it. Because now I got both of y'all on my ass. You know what I'm saying? And, like, right now, I had somebody tell me recently that I spoil my son, my baby son, because I give him options. And I don't think he doesn't know he has options. All right? What I think I'm doing is educating him. You know what I'm saying? Teaching him to make decisions. Like, go get your coat. You gonna put your coat on? We going to school? Like, I'm getting him into a frame of mind where this is what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And I was told that I'm spoiling because I give him options. And I'm thinking to myself, the same person that told me that they son ain't shit, in my eyes. He don't do masculine shit, as far as I know. Not that I seen.
Right.
So I'm like, how the fuck can you tell me that I'm spoiling mine and you spoiled yours? You see what I'm saying? But it's like, I believe that parenting goes further than just, like my old lady and my stepson, she tells me that her son ain't no slave. And his only responsibility is to clean his room.
Yeah, see, I don't get that.
But she complains that the floor ain't vacuumed, the dishes ain't washed. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. Now, when I wasn't on a 40-hour-week job, I was out hustling. I did that type of shit first, then I went out. You know what I'm saying? But now I work a 40-hour-week job, too. I'm not about to come on and wash no dishes. I pay the cost not to have to do that. I didn't grow up to be no motherfucking cleaner. That's not what I wanted to do. Some men are different.
But I don't understand how you can say what your child's job is in his home. You got to earn your keep. And that's the thing we don't do.
That's the thing that we not teaching
And
these kids. That's
also,
why I
though,
saw this car
just
cracking out here and all this stealing and all
Yeah.
this, you know what I'm saying,
Not
shit
earning
like
your
that.
keep.
But-
We not teaching them to play a position. We not teaching them they lane. They feel like
Outside
they
of
can just swerve. You know what I'm
earning
saying?
your
'Cause
keep,
we
you
let these kids be shit.
but outside of just earning your keep, if they don't, when do you learn? So you don't. When do you learn how to vacuum, dust, do the dishes, do the laundry? When do you learn this?
That's the thing.
So when you move
That's
out,
funny you say
you
that.
don't even know how to
How
do
to
this
take
shit.
care of your own shit.
Then the landlord come around like you a nasty bastard. Get the fuck off my
Get
property.
house, yeah.
Because again, if you got 11, if you got a 10-year-old that can't make a PB&J, he damn sure can't wash dishes. So you're not learning how to do chores. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's what I'm
At an
saying.
early
Like,
age.
and
To
that's
where
my
you get to 16 and you perfected dusting.
and that's
see
my
what I'm
point.
saying?
Like, not even just earning your keep. You have to learn this shit to take care of yourself.
And then
This is basic
basic.
self care
Right.
But
shit.
then with some men, especially with the father, we gonna just focus on the men because we talking about the men's sensitivity right now. But with the father missing, you have to kind of guess what you're supposed to be doing. A woman can't really teach a man how to be a man. A woman can teach a man how to be the kind of man she wants.
See, I've always heard that, and now I gotta disagree, because I'm not teaching you to be a man. I'm teaching you to take care of yourself.
Yeah, but
As you grow up, you figure
but
out what
it's,
kind of man you
it's
want to be.
different ways. So a woman can take care of herself and not take care of her man, but expect a man to take care of himself and take care of her
Right.
also.
But
That's what I'm saying. The
but I'm
difference
talking
is.
about bringing my son up. Like as a mother, I'm gonna teach you how to wash your clothes, how to wash your ass, how to clean your room, and how to take
Right,
care of
but
household
if she's
chores.
not showing him that.
Right.
I get that.
You're not even giving him the
the
foundation.
basic,
Right.
the basic,
Yeah.
basic knowledge
not
that he
saying-
needs to
yeah, I'm
be
not
a
saying
survivor. To be
Teach your son how to redo a fucking carburetor. No shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. You ain't got to show your son how to change the tire. I'm not saying that. But let's just stay basic.
Yeah, the basic.
You know what I'm
not.
saying?
The
If
core
you
things
15,
that you
16
need.
years old and you can't clean a bathroom, that's because your mother waited too late.
So I noticed. I used to complain that I was paying landscapers, and I'm like, man, this shit is costing way too fucking much. And they got what they need, where they can come through that motherfucker, be there 20 minutes. And I'm like, this shit right here is a waste of fucking money.
Yeah.
And I got this growing boy in here that I know one day is gonna have to either be able to pay landscapers or cut his own grass. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna teach him to cut the grass. No, he allergic to grass. Allergic to grass, you better suit up, motherfucker. Get your ass out here and cut this grass, right? So I come home one day and I don't know if they was trying to surprise me or she was trying to teach him some shit without me being. I'm harsh, I guess. I'm a man with this shit. I don't know, but the main, the drain that's in the front of the yard where they ride out the plumbing.
Yeah.
It's like a cap that stick out. He ran over that cap with the lawnmower. Nobody told me. I didn't notice until I went and cut the grass. What the fuck happened out here? Oh, well, he was cutting the grass. I mean, what the fuck? Why would you go around there? Never cut the grass again.
But why not tell you this what he did? So
He
you can talk
never,
to him.
bro, my stepson never cut the grass again after that because I went the fuck off.
But still, why not tell you?
Because they knew
It
that I
doesn't
was going
matter.
to go the fuck off.
My mother went the fuck off when everything I did.
Right.
And that's funny because my old lady is notorious for going the fuck
Right.
off,
Right,
but
that
I
don't
can't.
mean you stop.
Right, that don't mean right. You
Exactly.
don't stop and you don't
You
tell
learn.
me.
I teach my kids
Do you
every
know-
time that you learn more from failure than you learn from
Right,
success.
do you-
You fuck up things, and that's how you learn not to fuck up
I
things.
had to wash dishes every day. One fork was dirty. They put every
all the
fucking
dishes back in
the
there.
sink.
Yeah,
That's how I learned.
yeah.
They did this for three days straight on my black ass when I was 7.
And you learn not to fucking not wash them dishes fucked up.
I-
Ooh,
I got
child
it.
labor laws. You was 7?
Yeah, I got in trouble.
See that right
See
there.
that right there.
Child labor
that
laws.
shit right there.
That's how our generation
that
feels.
shit.
No, I was 9. I was really
I
being
know,
funny.
but
I was
this
about
son that feel
7
like
or
went for
8.
real.
I was
turned
9.
around. I got in trouble. I turned around and I asked upon the 3rd day of washing dishes. I turned to the people in the kitchen and said, "Am I going to have to do this every day?" My grandmother spazzed. "Don't talk back and blah blah blah."
See that
Me?
I don't like that.
Right, because she was that type of. She was
Yeah.
old school. She was
You
that
just
type
don't
of
talk.
person.
Children should
Right.
be seen and not heard.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so me, being a smart ass that I am, said, "Well, all I did was ask a question." And so my mother was like, "Well, all she did was ask a question."
Mm-hmm.
And so my grandmother said,
Ripples.
"Well, yes, you're going to have to wash the dishes every day.
Day.
And so I knew from that point on
I
that
gotta wash the
I
dishes.
got to wash
every
the
day.
dishes
Mhm.
every day.
They used to wake me up at 2:00 in the morning if I didn't wash the dishes.
Oh, hell yeah. I could
Because
be
why did
getting
you go to bed?
So wait,
Right.
You knew
what I did was this. Okay, it's too many fucking dishes. I gotta take the garbage out too. I'm throwing that shit away, taking the garbage out. Nobody ever knew. My mom used to be like, "Why the fuck it ain't no forks in this motherfucker?"
But see, here's the thing. All boys at that certain age start doing that, and the mothers act like, no, my child wouldn't do that. Yes, your child would.
Oh, hell no. My dishes came up missing. Now I know it. And this, bring your ass out here to this dump. Because I took my son out to the garbage can plenty of times just looking for dumb shit like his
Yeah.
phone. Stupid. Come on. Come on.
But
We
that's
out
why I
here.
say, I mean,
You
if y'all
wouldn't
want
get
to
away with
send
that shit with
all
me.
comments, send them to Stezo. But that's why I say I blame the women on this one. I'm not saying y'all the cause for men killing women. Please don't murder me. But I'm just saying that whole take a village. We got to go back to that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody daddies are around. Some of them may be losers. Some of them may be on their job. But women in the household, and I don't care if you the biological mother, if you the girlfriend / wannabe wife, or if you the wife or the stepmama, y'all have to, with these boys, stop letting their ass pass with doing nothing.
Well,
He ain't
kinda
bothering you. He playing the game. I'm just let him play the game because
Yeah,
he's not bothering.
no.
Y'all, I noticed that single mothers have a lot on their plate. All right,
Hell yeah.
for one, there's certain things that they have to do. You know, cart the kids to school. Then basketball, baseball, athletes, whatever. Y'all got a lot on your plate. And figure out how to feed them, clothe them, blah blah. I see that. You know what I'm saying? I get
But
it.
I'm talking to the ones who kids ain't doing shit.
No, but I get that. But what they do is, it seems as though their patience runs out, and whatever the hell they got to do to keep that kid quiet, that's fine. So if I got to hear him bitch about vacuuming, I'm not gonna ask him to vacuum no more.
What?
Yeah, that's how it seems. Dating women
no.
and
No, that's
dating
the
women with
truth.
kids before. I'm like, damn, why the fuck is your kids just?
See, that's the thing is, motherfuckers is allowed back talk. We
Thank
wasn't
you.
allowed back talk.
I got a friend right now,
These
without putting too much out there. His son's mother said, "I don't think my child is mature enough for a job."
How?
This motherfucker's
he's
16.
16.
Right.
I bet he fucking.
But think about it. 16 years old, and his mommy is saying he's not mature enough to work.
That's a reflection of what the fuck did you teach him?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I bet he fucking.
He probably doing more than that. But the thing is,
What the hell
he's
is there more
classified
to
as a
do than
freshman.
fuck?
He's supposed to be a junior.
Oh, he's just a dummy.
No, his mommy
He's
is
spoiled.
coddling.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. His mommy coddling.
Mhm.
Daddy want him out there. Hey, I found him 2 jobs. No, he's not mature enough. Just think how that sounds. You see what I'm saying?
And they be having a lot to do with the mother and her age.
No.
Yeah, the older with us, we see our son's progression and we feel like we getting closer to not having to raise a son.
Mm-mm. No.
With women, they like, oh, my baby ain't a baby no more. I'm old. If my son turns into a man, then that makes me old. And they be trying to keep them babies for as long as they fucking
Yeah,
can.
but the ones I'm talking about, this been since day one. I mean, seriously.
I mean, like in my particular situation, my stepson, his father passed. So, my whole understanding is that my baby mama feels as though her whole responsibility, sole responsibility. He is her only. I mean, she is his only support. You know what I mean? So she's worried about him being mistreated, worried about him being raised properly. She's worried about all this because she feel like she's doing it by herself, and not for the fact that her, the father could have been somewhere doing nothing, but he's gone. You see what I'm saying? So the weight of that all falls on her solely. Ain't no options.
No disrespect, but her and other mothers, they find reasons to justify the bullshit they doing.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Honestly, I would look at that totally different. You know what I'm saying? If I had my girls and their mother wasn't here, I would be like, I need them to be strong enough because I'm the last parent you got.
Yeah, I need you to be able to take care of yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
If I leave this planet, I need you to be able to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you every fucking thing. You might not be a child as long as you're supposed to, because I need you to grow the fuck up.
Right, because you only got one now. That's how I would look at it.
Exactly how I look.
how
That's
old
how
is
my
he?
mama looked at it.
Yeah.
How old is he?
16.
But ain't you been with her since for 20 years?
She is a wall.
Right. You can't do much
She's a wall.
if it ain't your biological.
That's
what I'm saying. That's why I
all
say
of my gripes about her, one of the reasons why I have wanted to leave her in the past is because she was in the middle of me doing my job as a man and teaching a young man how to grow up.
See,
Is there some guilt about what's the father do?
He's not there.
Where was you at?
I'm sorry, I did.
Where was your antennas?
Because you was talking so much and I was trying to say something. So, you know what I'm saying?
I was really saying something, though.
Okay, but anyway.
But
So, is it, you think it's
gone.
some,
He's
you
passed
think
away.
it's some guilt there with that?
What you mean?
Sometimes when women have babies with men and they are locked up or they die, they feel like, oh, well, I have to give him all this extra or give the child
That's what I'm saying.
extra love.
That's exactly what I was saying while you weren't listening.
saying.
I do this shit and you clown the fuck out of me. So
Yeah, she
here
does.
I go.
Yeah, well, you got me.
Where
Okay.
was you at?
But even still, though, you still like that wall, that mother wall. Okay, and this is where it gets real fucking interesting. Like, you're with this guy, so you chose him.
Mm-hmm. And
But
now you
you-
don't trust him,
Right, but you don't trust this
to
guy
share responsibility.
yeah, with your child. But at the same time, if he say, okay, I'm going to fall back, oh, my God,
You ain't doing your job.
you're not in his life. You get what I'm saying?
You're not doing what I asked you to do. You're doing more, or you're doing what you want to do. I need you to do what I asked you to do.
Right. So
Like I
again-
need you to do all the things I don't want to do. That's what I.
So
That's what
again-
I be hearing.
So, again, the issue is the mother.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to shit and slander mothers, but I'm saying the issue becomes the mother.
But this is another thing though, and we honor our mamas all day long, because at the end of the day we kind of understand them as we get older. We understand why our mamas went through what they did and how they treated us. Blah blah. They knew us. They knew us. They knew exactly who we was gonna grow up to be.
No, I don't agree.
I feel like my mama knew exactly who I was gonna be. So
They don't know.
Yeah, I was just
No
gonna
one
say,
knows
I
no
don't
fucking
agree with that.
parent.
You
She-
just pray,
she-
right? You just
yeah.
pray it's on the
She-
good side.
she did not coach me to be anything other than what I wanted to be. How about that? She didn't say, this is what I want you to be. She told me to be what I wanted to be, which was like, if I was aimless, that was what I wanted to be at the time. I had to figure out what I wanted to be. She let me do that instead of coaching me in a direction that she thought was going to be beneficial to me. You know what I'm saying? But I learned that a lot of times the mothers, they just want to be done mothering, but then when they become men, the mother's done. And the boy got to be a man and go out here and figure out his path by himself. So
That's
it's
only if your mother really set you up to
it's some latchkey
succeed.
kids that never was really, you know what I'm saying, parented. Never. So when they get out here to be adults, they're adults with the free run to be as emotional or violent or nonchalant or whatever the fuck they want to be, they can be that.
Well, you
And
know,
nobody's told them any different.
well, you know what? And see, going back to that's what I was gonna say. Going back to like the man that killed killed the doctor, his former fiance. Going that far to actually harm as a man or a woman, but as a man going that far to actually harm your significant other or whatever, or former significant other, that's not just an emotional or sensitive thing.
No, it's not.
That is a mental imbalance.
said that.
It's a selfishness.
It's
We could understand, like when we had the topic, we could understand wholeheartedly. We could understand a woman bringing a pistol to that conversation to protect herself from her safety or to be emotional in a sense that you're not going to love me like I tell you, I'm going to kill you. Now, why would this man strap up to go have a conversation with a woman about a ring?
Because it wasn't about the conversation. He was going.
He
to
was
shoot her.
It
going
wasn't
to
about the
shoot
conversation. It
her.
wasn't about the ring. Because
What
they're right. Because
made
other
him-
people were harmed.
What made
And
him say,
killed.
I'm about to go kill this chick? Like, what part of that's not sensitivity. That's mental, some kind of mental dysfunction. Like,
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it could have been stopped if his mama gave him more hugs. I'm just saying as a whole, I'm seeing too much of this from men.
but
You know what I'm saying? Well, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, let's just go back 10 years ago. That's just fucking 10 years.
But at the same
It wasn't
time,
this bad.
at the same time, when women reflect or show their mental illnesses, we say, oh, that bitch crazy. When a man do it, it ain't the same. Like, we've been brushing off mental illness in women for a long time by saying, oh, she's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? She's emotional. But now a man shows crazy and he's emotional. I think it's people in general. I think the
Nah.
mental health thing is just more prevalent these days in everybody.
Now, I don't want to knock mental health, but this part of it, I don't think it's just a mental health thing. I think a lot of men are really women in disguise. Seriously. Like, I'm serious. They want to be
They
like,
go home and they change their panties, not their drawers.
yeah, like they don't want to be men no more. I'm telling y'all, look,
Chris Jenner.
look,
Oh, my God.
look.
I mean,
Society has been
Bruce.
set up. The society has been set up right now to
Caitlyn.
eliminate men. Like whatever's considered manhood or masculine,
the masculinity.
that shit has been taken away from us right now. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, you can't be none of that. Once they started that metrosexual shit, it was all downhill from there. You know what I'm saying? A man,
Metrosexual.
yeah, that's the man
I
who
know
like
exactly
to
what
take
that
care of
is.
themselves. So it's like once that shit started happening, take care of themselves with they look. Now you got men competing with women on Facebook and Twitter and social media
Taking
to
selfies.
for the
Selfies,
selfies,
every
right?
yes.
day.
Right.
I
it's the
seen
selfies.
my daughter was
hold on, wait,
watching
hold on.
makeup video.
Taking selfies. Now you got the men out here trying to outdress their women.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now you got the men out here. They got their own closet, and I'm not saying that men should not dress their best. You know what I'm saying? But you got men out here who trying to outdress their women. Got their own walk-in closets. Got more shoes than they women. You know what I'm saying? And you got men out here that don't want women to look gorgeous. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
I was out. Believe it or not, I've been going outside. I was out.
You like?
I have. You know, I've been getting better with it. You know, I don't go to Nola spots because, you know, they pat you down.
And they want to see your AARP card.
Right.
But, you know, I was out hanging and kicking it. And I was surprised to see that the men were better glitter dressed than the women, if that makes any sense.
Shiny.
Yeah, like the women looked real, like,
Jeans and heels.
no, not even heels. They just looked like they was just out pumping gas. But the gas had the flare. They had the, what the kids say, the drip. They had the drip. But the women was just,
Did they get it from their walk?
My kids got.
I don't know.
Because I ain't never heard this drip shit.
yeah, but it shocked the fuck out of me. Because and then I was, because I'm in too many fucking Facebook groups. So I made a couple of posts in the groups and I was like, hey, when did men become the fashion models in a relationship? And motherfuckers was like, oh, you ain't know? Oh, you ain't know? And they started sending me all these posts about guys getting this done to their hair, guys getting this done to their face, guys getting this done to their eyebrows. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I've heard of some of this stuff, but I didn't know it was a whole kit
He's
know what
a
I'm
whole
saying?
kit.
for guys doing this stuff.
Okay.
Because again,
we're going to see Dr. Miami. Is
Right.
that his name?
I'm used to women going to the spa and getting all these things done. You know,
Cucumber eye mask and
right?
mud baths.
I didn't know guys was doing all that.
I'm not ever letting nobody shave my balls but me. I just can't.
Oh
do
no,
it.
this is all above the waist.
Oh no, I
treatment.
didn't heard about motherfuckers.
Nah,
going
they
to get
manscape,
waxing
yeah,
on
I mean,
the
yeah,
mask
no,
and
no.
shit.
I'm saying so they showed me it was all above the waist. I was just like, what the, like again, you know what I'm saying? And see, here's my problem with that. 'Cause I'm not trying to be PC, but if you do it, do it. But here's my problem with that though. You're not doing this for your lady.
You doing it for yourself?
No, you're doing it for other people.
Yeah,
You're doing it for other men.
for other men.
But women has been doing shit for other women for a long time.
Let
too.
them do that,
I
my
know.
nigga.
I know, no. I'm just pointing out the
Yeah.
obvious. Like,
Yeah, that's some chick shit.
I'm pointing out the obvious.
Right,
like,
and I feel the same way.
What-
Let women dress for women. When did men start? Like a motherfucker ride up in a nice car, like, yeah, they gonna be on me. You know what I'm saying? Or got them shoes on.
I'm
Okay,
about
I
to
get
kill
that.
these niggas when I pull up on these 24s.
Right, but
You gonna kill these niggas when you hop out with these heels on? No, brother.
You know what I've heard too, being out, because
You been going outside too?
Nola be outside now. I've actually been places and have heard groups of men talk about women,
Oh shit.
other women.
oh yes, I was finna get that next.
I
Talk
do that
about
shit
like
all the time.
what women
sorry.
are wearing and her
Nah.
shoes. And
Was she bad though, or was she popped?
It don't matter.
It do matter.
No. I'm saying the way
No.
these guys are saying,
The
they
way-
go in.
They go in. They're like talking about her like it's a group of women, and they're
Yeah.
not gay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. They doing the most.
And
They
they're
doing
not
too much.
They doing the
right.
most.
And I'm
I
just
got
like,
you.
what the fuck did I just pass?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
because
we
if
don't
they
do
talked
that.
about each other, somebody gonna fight.
Yeah, but we don't do that. like now you can make fun of her because she don't know her weave don't match the colors, but you don't. Oh my God, look
That's
at them
that
shoes.
insecurity.
Like a man saying, look at her shoes and going in on her shoes. I'm looking at you, suspect.
I don't even know what the fuck the whole rundown about.
And then for
shoes
you to
is.
sit in a group of your friends
Right.
and
Or-
just make a discussion
Like
about
it's
it.
three
Right,
of y'all.
and
The nigga that
laugh.
kicked it off is wrong, but the motherfucker that supported him is extra wrong.
And they all be supporting. it.
That's
Mhm.
some bullshit, yo.
That's the new shit. That's what I'm saying. That's the new shit.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
And
sure they had
we-
strong mamas.
Right, and we'll go in
That's horrible.
on the chick in her outfit.
That's horrible.
Her
From
hair
head to
all
toe.
from
Yes.
I don't know,
And I'll
man.
be like,
I done definitely sat in the club before. Like, why in the fuck is she in here with that on? I can't say I
Yeah,
haven't.
this shit look crazy.
That shit look crazy.
No. I'm telling you, I've seen it done with women that don't look crazy.
right.
Like
They
she-
just not.
Like she in there nice, and it's like,
Like
why the
this
fuck you
nigga-
talk? Why you
like-
picking her apart like that? She
like-
bad.
I heard a motherfucker one time go through designer names.
But at the
Why
end of
she
the day,
wearing
what?
blah 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 shoes with blah 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 dress? And I'm like, how the fuck do you know this shit?
Right, I got way. You got
And then what
way
men
too much
really,
time
like
on
I
your
said,
fucking
men
hands.
will talk about a pop chick. But if
Mhm.
she just, even if, usually if she ain't on your radar, she just ain't on their radar.
So
And
like
they
she
don't.
out-
Mhm.
So
They
they
don't
they,
pay-
they
pay
picking a
her no
motherfucker
attention.
that's out their league out. Like she too bad for them, but they like
No.
instead of
No.
No.
This is a really hard topic for you, I see. We done made it to 6th grade when it
can't
comes to
believe
this
it.
shit.
Maybe it's unbelievable.
yeah.
Maybe it's unbelievable to me. I'm
I mean,
learning.
Hey, ancient, I was the same.
I'm learning.
fucking way,
Like,
my
this is
dude.
new to me. No bullshit.
The
I'm
same
not.
fucking way. I've seen them
They-
go in on the jogging suit girl and the prissy dressy girl.
Mhm.
She
I've
could
seen
be
it too.
any. She could be looking good. She could just be looking regular.
So I'm
She
under-
don't have to be pop though. She
I'm under the
don't.
impression that
No.
when we in the club or we at wherever and it's a bunch of niggas around, the group of niggas that came together, we like, man, so ain't no bitches in here. You know what I'm saying? Man, there's one over there, bro. She nice in that red dress, and the motherfucker like, man, hell no. You see her ankles, man? Ankles fucked up. I'm like, ha 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 ha.
No.
We ain't talking about that.
No, I'm talking about you see a chick and you like, hey, shorty kind of nice. And I say, hey, yeah, she is, but that purse she got, that's last season.
Right.
Or if they don't
know what I'm
match her
saying?
shoes.
Yeah, oh no, that purse don't go with her shoes.
And it's not like it's a blue purse
Yeah.
and yellow shoes. It just
Yeah.
2 shades of black.
Like what she
Why would you wear those
Shades
heels?
of black.
in it? Yeah.
right? Or why
Yeah.
she got them rainbow ass shoes?
Super
on?
40.
Yeah.
She got her
Yeah.
toes out, and it's after Labor Day.
Mhm.
Exactly. Like,
I see panty lines.
yeah. Right.
What nigga care about panty lines?
Dude, no bullshit. I heard a guy say, why does she not have a girdle? Or what that shit called?
Spanx.
Spanx
Spanx.
on.
Mhm.
Why she ain't wearing the Spanx? She's ruining her outfit.
I-
See how
I-
your face looking, ain't you?
Right.
I'm
Because
like,
he don't know what Spanx are really. He done heard about them.
Right, but
You know how many fat bitches I dealt with? Fuck you mean?
like, why you worried about her not wearing the Spanx though tonight, my nigga? Like, oh,
That's crazy. I learned some shit today.
Yeah, and you don't want to hear it too much because what I'm afraid of is being out with my guys.
When they say some shit
And
like
one
that.
of them say that shit.
And I go, whoa.
Yeah. Because I can look at the other ones crazy because I don't know them.
I'm
but,
out. I'm out, bro. Like, bro, watch that shit, man. What that gay shit you on? And then now I'm Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying?
Just don't put it on social media.
Right.
Oh, they do that though. Y'all seen the pictures?
Yeah.
where they snap the photos of the girl and they like, oh, look at this busted ass chick and blah blah blah, and it's like, oh,
Do
okay.
she know her eyelash saying woo woo woo? Yeah, I seen her.
Yeah, I don't get that neither.
Too much energy.
But why though?
Where's the sensitivity? Why is it so sensitive? I think you know what? At the same time, too, a man who has been aiming to die a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my legacy is that nigga was masculine as fuck. Like, that's a tough guy. That's a man. You know what I'm saying? Being a man. I ain't gonna say a man's man because y'all gonna throw dirt on me. You ain't setting me up today.
Oh, we already know the truth. Go ahead,
Right.
keep going.
But
Go ahead.
I
Okay.
don't understand
Shoot.
why it's so hard to separate yourself from things that women do. But it's a lot of shit out here that's feeding that shit into you and you don't know it either. That love and hip hop, all that ratchet TV shit that you sit down and watch with your girl, like that shit is feeding shit into your brain that you're never gonna get rid of. Ever.
But people
Some of
be
the niggas
saying-
that's on there is like really fucking sensitive. Ray J is a very, very sensitive motherfucker, dude.
He on the TV shows.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Hollywood.
He,
Love and Hip Hop
that
Hollywood.
motherfucker is way too sensitive, and I don't mean gay sensitive, but like he
Sensitive.
jumps to a conclusion like a chick. Like, you know, your phone ring as you walking in the bathroom, you close it. What bitch you talking to? That type of shit.
See, that's what. Yep. I see a lot of that too.
That type
See
of
a lot
shit.
of that
But
too.
see,
Like
I
niggas
don't know
breaking
if you
bitches'
all paid
phones and
attention.
going through their phones and shit like that. I think it is a really bitch ass move for a man to go through a woman's
When
phone.
it comes to like, if I don't know if you all ever paid attention, but I'm not shocked at Ray because they had a reality show way years ago, the Norwoods,
Yeah, with
and the way the
Brady, yeah.
mama babied him
Yeah.
and spoiled
Yeah.
him,
See, go back to the
that's
mama.
why he's the way he is.
Didn't the parents separate or some shit? Ain't they divorced because of some shit like that?
Not that I know of.
No.
They be
You
on
thinking
there
about
together.
the Beyonce parents probably?
I know they divorced because that nigga had babies outside his motherfucking marriage.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's a wrap though. I think manhood is dead.
No, it's not. We can keep it alive.
Wait,
You not gonna stay alive, so how you keeping it
for the
alive?
youngins. I
Yeah,
think for the
manhood
youngins,
dead.
I
We can
think
keep it
so.
alive.
Yeah.
I think for 35 and under, it's oof.
Yeah,
It's a whole
it's done.
different
It's-
thing.
Yeah.
Then you would describe manhood with them in a different context.
I mean, if you take our kids as a collective right now, let's just say, you know, because you got a son, I got friends with sons. If we took all our kids as a collective and we gave them a house and we said, hey,
This
the
your
house
house.
is yours, just take care of the grass, the lawn, take care of the cars. We come back in 2 months and ain't shit got done.
the cop probably wouldn't even move.
Exactly.
They
It's-
Uber everywhere.
They would, yeah.
yeah, see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a
They
wrap.
be styrofoam plates and all type of
And
shit.
that
all
grass, it's
That
a
grass
wrap.
ain't gonna right. That
They,
grass is gonna
they
be
won't
nice.
use dishes so they don't have to wash them.
Right.
Now the snow may be shoveled to an extent when it comes
Shit.
to mine.
So they don't fuck up their Jordans?
That and motherfuckers don't like
Maybe.
to fall.
They
You
gonna
know what I'm
they
saying?
gonna put Ziploc bags over them.
No, them motherfuckers gonna put on some slides, flip-flop joints, and then when they get to where they're going, they're gonna put the shoes
Yep,
on.
put the
That's
shoes
some
on.
dumb ass shit I ain't never...
But think about that though.
Woo.
I mean, it's and that's the fucking truth. Take a collection of our sons, and then here's the fucked up thing: you take a collection of daughters, they will be the ones
To take
who
care of
cut
shit.
the grass,
Mhm,
shovel the snow,
mhm,
cause that's the new motherfucking millennial right there.
mhm. That's crazy as hell.
The
but it's
girls
true
do
as
this shit.
fuck.
Yeah.
The women do this shit. The
That's
men
true
don't.
as fuck.
And they go all have like real big booties and big titties because they all heavy into plastic surgery.
The men?
The
women.
women.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Mhm.
The
Mm.
men
They
got big
heavy
booties
into-
and big titties. Goddamn.
But they go,
Fucked
but
up.
they gonna do all the fucking blue collar manual labor around the house.
So they gonna be motherfucking, what's that girl name? The slut walk chick.
And bro,
They gonna be Amber Rose behind the lawnmower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And the shovel.
They ain't gonna need no niggas. These niggas gonna be fucking each other.
that's my whole point.
That's crazy.
And
Damn.
pink jogging. So
So by 2050,
And-
what you think the fucking
Down
Black
past
community
they
gonna be.
ass.
yeah 2050? It's a wrap. 2044. It's a wrap.
The world is already over.
Not over. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
certain
over.
things that we thought would never change or last. That shit is done.
It's fucked up because the fear that I had is that I'm gonna die with all of this knowledge of all the things that I know how to do. Because none of my kids are interested.
It don't matter if they're interested. You got to just tell them.
I mean, I have. I mean, I taught my daughter. I taught all my kids how to change the tire. My daughters are the ones who have actually exercised that shit.
Mm-hmm. But just tell them. That's all you gotta do.
Like my son.
I wasn't interested in what my mother said, but I'm glad she told me. I use it now.
My son was in the car with the chick. He in the car with his buddy's sister. They all riding together. The tire go flat. He go in the trunk to get the shit, and ain't nothing in there. He's like, fuck it. Just went back in the car with the sleep. Like, they sit out on the side of the road fucked up.
But
He ain't pick up a
there,
phone.
right?
But he ain't pick up a phone. You know who I am? He ain't pick up a phone. He didn't.
I was gonna say, wait.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
like,
he didn't call no.
hell no,
So
he
they-
didn't make an effort. It ain't my car. That's what he thought.
Yeah,
It ain't my responsibility.
I see that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I see that. They figure you'll figure it out. Because you want to go home much as I want to go home, so you'll figure it out.
It's your car. You don't want this motherfucker stuck on the side of the road.
You ain't
So
had
they
shit in
ain't
your
even
trunk.
offer no.
If he was
advice?
gonna make a call, it was gonna be for somebody to come pick him up.
Nope.
Oh my.
Hey man,
By himself, too.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't even care about their peers.
No,
No.
ain't no
You'll
friend.
figure it out.
Ain't no friend. Nobody got real friends. no
YouTube
more.
that shit.
Ain't no real friends. You a fake friend. You just around because I got something you want to borrow.
So
Yep.
what you say about it though?
What did I say about it?
Mhm.
I mean, I was through talking to him before then. So I'm not. I cannot argue with two people about the same subject. I do that shit here. It bugs the fuck out of me. Say my piece and I leave it alone.
You do what here?
Argue with two people about the same topic.
What's
Who?
it?
Any random two. I might argue with Dan. I might argue with Steve about the shit. It ain't just the women thing, but I'm not finna argue with his mother and him about the same topic. Like, I need you to grow the fuck up. Honestly, I need you to think about somebody other than yourself. And I think that's what it all comes down to. Everybody's only worried about themselves.
Now I can say that these children are very, very much so entitled, and I do
Yeah, they
think
are.
these parents have fucked them up with that shit. This entitlement generation is
As much as I tried, I fucked my kids up.
yeah.
As much as I tried not to, I have fucked my kids up.
And trust me, I was an entitled kid, but I was a very humbled, and I did what I was supposed to do, fucking child too. I was an appreciative child.
I don't believe you. I don't know why. It's just something
Nah.
about your left eye. I don't believe you.
And now you teach your kids, do what you're supposed to do, you get what you want, and that shit come back to bite you in the ass.
But no, it bit us in the ass because we told them do what you're supposed to do and get what you want when we were told do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Right. Well,
That's it.
I mean,
To
some of us felt like we was being slaves.
Nah. Getting
Some of
good
us did.
grades, getting good
No.
grades.
I'm talking
and
about
cleaning your
wasn't
room.
no
no.
option.
Now,
Right.
that
But
wasn't
you
an
were
option.
supposed
But what
Right.
you also did was you cooked and cleaned and all that.
No.
other type of shit, and they felt
We
like
talking
they
about
was-
getting. We talking about getting good grades, cleaning your room, and cleaning your ass. You supposed to do that.
well,
But
to
I'm
We
talking-
started-
I'm talking
we
about the
started
parents, though.
I
I'm
know.
talking about some of us as parents felt like we were slaved out, and I'm not doing that to my kids.
We felt slaved out because our parents didn't do it for us.
Like that question
So
you asked.
we started.
Why am I
re-
washing dishes every day?
We started rewarding our kids for doing shit they supposed to do.
well, to a certain degree, I'm not.
Yeah, they
I
fucking
was
trophies
entitled
out
to a
and shit.
certain degree because I make the honor roll. Where's my gift? I got a gift every quarter because I made the honor roll every
Yeah.
quarter through up until 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my gift? If I get a B or an A in this class, what do I get? So yeah, I was entitled to a certain degree, not on the level that.
But you
These
couldn't hold
kids.
that over for the whole year. though,
Yeah,
is what I'm
nah. I
saying.
mean, it
Like
it
summertime
popped and
come,
it fizzed. Yeah,
Summertime
like,
come, your fucking honor roll don't matter
Yeah,
no more.
right.
You got to get a job in the summer.
I gotta do the woodwork. You know what I'm saying? And I still ain't getting shit for that. Like, and the woodwork was a real thing in our house because there's a lot of wood.
It took my son mother, my middle son's mother, to tell me that you're not supposed to get a round of applause for doing what the fuck you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
You know, and also we get caught up in it's the parents also want to do all this extra stuff because we didn't get to get it or whatever when we were kids, so we want to do it for our kids. We also get caught up in this new age BS that's going on. When we were kids, the toys were limited. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah.
for different age groups. You know, you got a video game, you only had like Nintendo and Sega.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And
It
then
was,
you get that one game because the motherfuckers
then
was
you got
expensive as hell.
Game Board, you know, the
That game
board.
$30?
You play board games, so you got whatever board games you was interested
Yeah.
in. You know, as you got older, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like kids, you want your kid to have a cell phone because you want to be able to find them. Oh, you want your kid to have a tablet because this helps them. Oh, they need a now the schools they have to type papers.
It's
You
the
want them to have a
norm.
computer,
It's the
right? So
norm.
it's like it's so much that is offered to the kids versus when we were kids.
But it's forced on us though.
Yeah, and it is kind of like, okay, well, we got it, and not to mention the video gaming systems, and even with even like little kids, like they have toys, but then they'll still have tablets.
It's the needs and the wants. The needs and the wants have risen. The
Right.
things that they need have
So
been
they
just
target us.
Now I think no. I think we don't understand how to be parents no more. We
No.
think we need it, so we want it.
No. We're
No,
talking about the things that the
they
school
feed
say.
to us.
Bro, if you send your kid to a good school, like when you at Marion, you go to Marion Catholic. I heard this shit from a few people that I know got kids go there. You have to, when you register, remember I used to get these books in high school? You register and get a tablet, a Apple tablet.
Yeah.
Right, but stop right there. That tablet can do everything that cell phone can do, and that laptop. But we still get our kids all that shit. Think about it.
What I've noticed, and what I was going to
No,
say,
no,
is-
I'm saying.
I hear you,
think
but
about
what
it.
I noticed is that they have the tablet that the school gave them, and then the parents will buy them the exact same
Exactly.
tablet, personal and school.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Along,
and it's like,
along with the PS4s and the Xboxes, along with the cell phones,
and the membership,
right? Along with
and the
all that
second
other
remote,
stuff. Right?
and the
school
chair
did-
to sit in,
right,
and the headphones.
the fucking chair. What the fuck? Oh my, the fucking video chair.
I bought one.
I wish I came up with that idea.
That shit is the biggest hustle ever.
I got
It
one
is.
for sale right now. You want to buy it?
But think about that though. The school just told you a
I think I
tablet.
do, though. Why
You the
playing?
parent that feel your child needs to have everything else. You know what I'm saying? Because such and such else got it. I want my child to have it too.
Now another thing,
That ain't the school fault.
kids.
No, I wouldn't say it's the school.
kids that grew up with less will supply their kids with everything that they don't need to get bullied at school. So if all the kids wearing Jordans and the joke is you ain't got no Jordans on, I'm gonna buy this kid some Jordans so they don't get fucked with.
But they ban,
my-
the kid that don't get good grades Jordans.
They buy them shit to fit in so that they don't get
Exactly.
bullied. Like that's
Yeah.
bullying.
I mean,
shit.
all that shit you buying really is to fit in so they can go to school and say, yeah, I played this. That's
Yeah.
what it is. It's not the kids. We're not
That's
worried
what
about
I'm
the
saying, so they
kids
can
being
fit.
bullied. It's about the ego of the parent. And
Yeah.
it's a
I take care.
it's a
I
kind of
take-
universal thing.
I take good care of my son.
You're
You
a
see them shoes
reflection
on his
of me.
feet.
You're a
You see that
reflection
phone
of
in
me.
his pocket.
Right.
You see his belt. Your
Right.
kid got that
And
belt.
no one
Right.
wants their child to come home in tears like I'm being teased or I'm being talked about. So that's a whole nother angle
What-
too.
So what they talking about your hair? Oh, we going to get so in tomorrow.
Right. Nobody wants their kid to be called the
Oh, no
Fred
one wants to
Flintstone
be a
son because he
standout.
don't have this,
Right,
that, and third.
Right. To be outcast because you get stuck with that title for however many years.
Bro.
But think about how many kids you heard really get bullied and talked about now with the no bully rules and all that.
And let's be honest.
As parents, we don't let them get to that point no more.
Okay. Now I will say this because I had a conversation with someone about this, and bullying now versus when we were in school is something totally different.
Yeah.
Because
Because of social media.
right, because when we were in school, we just got bullied in school. We came home, we had different friends on the block.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had family and friends.
Yeah.
If you getting bullied now,
That
you
shit
getting
lasts.
bullied 24 hours a day.
Yeah, that
You
shit
getting
stick.
But how do
bullied-
you know though?
You
That
getting
shit
bullied on
stick.
social media.
And
you
who
getting
paid that cell
bullied
phone bill?
but it doesn't matter. You still need a cell phone. You getting bullied
No,
on
Like
you
she
don't.
Said, no, like
Twitter,
she said, you
on
do nowadays. You do.
Instagram.
Nowadays,
you
your
getting bullied
kid,
everywhere.
But see,
That's
so
how
see, here's
these
my point.
your
though.
kid don't need an iPhone, but they need a cell phone.
But here's my point though. What is your kid doing? They need a cell phone.
They're away from me.
Right at school, then coming home.
No,
It's kids.
No.
It's
No.
kids. That's all they
my
do.
my kids did a lot of after school activities.
Right. So I
It's the-
survived doing that
it's-
shit without a phone.
No, but it's the
I'm
extra
not
shit
gonna
that comes with the
I'm-
phone
no,
that fucks the whole
no,
situation.
I'm telling
No,
y'all.
well,
I'm telling y'all, we fall into that trap that we just gotta have tabs on our kids 24/7.
I think it's not so much that's needed. It's not like the kids are not gonna grow up or live without it. It's that it's a convenience because before, like, think about it. Your
the
mom will wake.
conveniency?
I'm about to explain. Your mom will
The
wake
heat.
up, get up. Let's say she got up and she had to be at work at 7. She was gone out the door 6 o'clock. Boom. You got to be at work school. You got to get yourself up. Now, the thing is, we don't trust our kids, or we don't think our kids are as sufficient or able like we were.
We make them
What I'm
dependent
saying-
on that shit.
What I'm saying is,
So we make sure they call us at
But-
that time when
but
you
what I'm
supposed to
saying
get up.
Make them
is-
dependent on that phone. When
Right.
we give them that phone to because we don't trust them to do what they're supposed to do, we make them dependent on that shit.
what I'm saying is, everybody who kids had a phone, That ain't got shit to do with why they got the phone. They got the phone because they feel everybody else kid got a phone.
Yeah, that's why I said it's universal. Like
Point
it's
blank
universal
period.
with the parents. Like your kid is not gonna sit here and say he has everything, and my kid's sitting over here playing people with a comb and a brush and some pens and
I got a
pencils.
16-year-old. I got a 16-year-old right now with a fucking cell phone, and all she does is go to school, come home. She's with her older sister, has a cell phone. She's with her mother, has a cell phone. With her grandparents, they have cell phones. But I be damned if she don't have a cell phone.
She need a phone. She don't need no phone because she with people with phones.
Exactly. She don't do nothing. But nobody said that I'm gonna cut this cell phone bill because she be like, why? I need my phone. Talk to my friends. You see what I'm saying?
Well, now see that's another thing. Going to the friend thing though. Now, as a teenager, you do talk to your friends, and what has happened in most homes?
They ain't got no house.
Right, there's no home phone no more.
Look, no house phone. We got 3 cell phones, 4 tablets, and 2 video game consoles where you can talk to your friends on.
Let me tell you.
All
what
of
the truth
those
is.
talk to your friends on.
What the truth is there's no privacy using your phone.
No, the thing is,
There's privacy
everybody
with their
else
own
kid
phone.
got a phone. My kid getting a phone too. Let's just
well,
keep it 100.
I'm not saying that's not it, but I don't even know what you're talking about with these video consoles because my son never talks to anybody over the internet.
Yes, he does. Let me tell you right now. It's an 18-year-old right now, Donovan. He's got in a car accident. He ain't had his phone. Since the car accident, he ain't had no panic attack. You know why? He talks to his friends over the fucking video game console. It's an app for everything. Now, he's 18.
Well, don't even know what his head says. I picked it up and took it, and he don't even know what the shit says.
No, but what I'm saying is he's 18 without a cell phone, and he's easy breezy.
Do we have
So
a
think about that.
live or internet card? He can talk to them without their headphones.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't know.
But
I think
still,
that's how the shit be on the floor.
It's because such and such kids got a cell phone. Oh, man, I can get one too. That's
I
all
mean,
it
I'm not
is.
saying that's not it.
Do
I'm
he got
just saying
headsets
though.
for his phone?
Yeah.
You can plug that into the remote too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. Ain't God so fancy?
Yeah. I'm not telling you.
I'm not saying that that's wrong, but I
telling you
am
what it is.
saying
I'm
though,
telling you
like
what it
when
is.
it comes down to talking to your friend, like we don't have home phones no more.
So y'all believe that childhood is what's making a lot of us males sensitive about how we feel?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it
So
changed.
it starts in
changed a lot.
childhood.
Hell yeah. Makes us
Very
weak
much
as fuck.
so. Very much so.
Dude, you got 9-year-olds that
Very-
can't make
very
their own peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
You got
dude.
9-year-olds who has never made a bed.
Think about that shit. That's scary.
9.
They gonna be double
I
digits.
said, man, I tell my son, I said, man, this your house. Once we leave here and go, this your shit. This
So
is
you
about
know
to be
they
yours.
ain't wiping well.
I said, man, who gonna cut the grass? I'm gonna hire the Mexicans.
See? He already know he gonna spend money to hire the man.
How you gonna make it though?
He don't care about that. He'll figure that out when y'all
Yeah.
gone. He hope
You
y'all
waiting for that
insurance.
life
is high.
insurance, right? Right. Gonna cash out on privilege.
That motherfuckers gonna hope that.
And then that's why they getting younger and younger, killing their parents because they trying to get that money now.
Now, at the same time, a lot of these kids is frustrated because they ain't made themselves out to be what they thought they was gonna be.
They don't know what to be. They don't want to be YouTubers.
They just thought money was gonna grow on trees and everything was gonna be fine.
Yeah,
And
but we
then
didn't know we was the tree.
And another thing.
Yeah, we played ourselves on that.
Right. Another thing with that is parents need to understand and recognize, which I don't understand how they don't, is you need to recognize that your child is slow. That's something. I'm serious.
Ain't nobody.
We got to wrap on that slow one,
Ain't
though.
nobody go to
But yeah,
admit
you
their
right,
child
you
slow
right.
because that's taking
No,
responsibility
for
for
real.
them. Lacking.
I know. I think that
and on
man
that
is
note,
like that.
we're out. We're out. We're out.
Stezo's thought of the day.
Ooh, thank y'all again for tuning in, man. Hope y'all like the new direction of the show. We coming with some real motherfucking topics for y'all ass. All right, everybody listening on ANO Radio, thank y'all. Stay tuned for the homie Arthur Lance D. Thompson Jr. and that Bedtime Stories, man. I'm still trying to get him to do a Rick James versus Prince battle, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all can help me out too, man. Call him and say, what's up with that Rick James Prince battle? What's up with that Rick James Prince battle? Do some Stezo Baby shit. Once again, y'all, you can always check us out on our website at www.stezoradio.com, man. And if you got anything you want to say about this episode or any episode, hit us up directly, Stezo Radio at Gmail, at Yahoo, on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. Yeah.